Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Elliot Ritchey, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Montage review series. Today, we're going to be looking at Bertage 2 and Psychosis 4, both Destiny 2 montages. Obviously, that's what we're mainly going to be doing. These two montages were recommended to me by Ahmed. He wanted to know what I thought of these editing and clip-wise and how I might resequence them for them to make like more sense like than the clip order wise. I'm not sure if I've actually seen either of these before, so this is going to be completely new to me. And I'm also, yeah, I didn't check the descriptions at all beforehand. So let's see, this was done by Nova Edits. I'm not sure, I think I might have heard of him before. And yeah, and the clips are by Bert. I know Bert is pretty good at hitting clips, so that'll be nice. And Psychosis here is by Soar. It looks like this was edited by Harv. Harv is a pretty good editor, so I'm excited to see these two. Oh, and before I forget, we do have the Creative Core Discord, so if you're an artist, you do any kind of editing, 3D work, design, come check out the Discord. It's in the description below. We're always talking up there, discussing new ideas, giving different types of tips and critiques, and really just, having casual conversation too. It's all between artists, so if you are an artist, then go check it out. Link is in the description below. Oh, and sorry, one more thing. If you do want to recommend me some montages, just comment down below, or you can hit me up on Discord, Twitter, whatever. This is episode 2, and I have episode 3 already planned from somebody else that commented on episode 1. But episode 4 and beyond, I have no idea what I'm going to do, so I take pretty much any suggestions, so just drop it down in the comments below. Now, let's get into Bertage 2. Okay, interesting editing style here. Going more retro. I like this static noise. It's got, some really interesting like warping and distorting here. So it's not just like, some normal noise that they pull from YouTube or use, a plugin for. It's like, oh yeah, this is fine, noise. It's like they actually, went with a more stylized theme for the noise, which I really appreciate. So it's pretty cool. And these different like cameras, with the recording thing, it's really interesting actually. I like this a lot. And like some interesting motion graphic stuff here. Keeping it simple but a little bit stylized too. And we have like these smooth like transition. It goes with the motion graphics. I know in episode 1, I know it's the first montage I watched. They did like a really epic song, and they had like some motion graphic stuff going on, and it was a really mixed theme, but this actually makes sense. I like the smooth transitions, and it flows really well. I will say the sound effects are a bit soft. They should be louder, have a little bit more bass. I want to know that they're there. I want to hear them. I know the song's a little bit of a lighter theme, but still a little bit too light on the sound effects. Since I am supposed to also go over the clips here, and not just the editing, this is kind of a weird clip to have for your opener. Normally you want to have something that's just like really quick and like, just like boom, like this is sick, like, you wouldn't have a really good clip for your opener. And this, it's like, it goes on for so long that you have to have a fade transition. That's fine in the middle of the montage at like a lower point in the song, but for your opener, you want to have something that's really hard hitting, pretty quick, and that's your opener. It's like, wow, that was really sick. And I really like this transition here. I normally just do like hard cuts. I don't do like fancy transitions like that. But I really respect people that do, and I think it's pretty cool. But normally it just doesn't go with my style to do something like that. Okay, so again, we got a problem with the primary sync here. You want to start your primary syncs on beat 1, and this starts on This starts on like beat 3. It's been so long since I've like read music or done anything with like actual music, but you want to start primary syncs on the first beat, like a longer primary sync at least. So that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me. I also wouldn't do like this dull of a color grading. I would have like maybe even done like kind of bigger letterbox, and I would have done like something like normally a primary sync is like, oh, you know, this is really cool. I'll give like a little clip of an Apex montage I made, which I did like whenever I did a primary sync. I think I did it pretty well. So anyway, I would just give a clip of that to show as an example of how I think it should normally be done. I like that primary sync. Again, the sound effects are still a little bit too soft, like especially on that hand cannon sync. You want to let everybody know that you sync that up and it's really sick. So have the sound effects in there. Let people know that it's, you know, it's synced perfectly, that you put the work in. I feel like it could use like maybe a glow or just some kind of light additional effect on this hand cannon sync here. This is kind of an upbeat song, and we have kind of a dull, dark cinematic here. Like, cool effect with, you know, you have the rotoscoping going on with the background, but we've done something a little bit more colorful or brighter, something like that. Yeah, the primary sync, I'd have to really go into it to articulate what exactly is wrong with it, but maybe I'll make a tutorial or something on like primary syncing, because I really love it. I've done it for a long time, and I don't know, I think I'm pretty good at it. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm so confused. Why do we have Nova Presents Part 2? Okay, this okay, this is really weird. Okay, so it had like edited by like Nova at the beginning, and then it faded into a second song, and it's like, yeah, you know, that's fine. But then it went on to a third song and it said part 2, which is kind of weird, because if you're going to have it separated into parts, then, you know, normally the parts are distinguished also by the song. So I don't know, I think it's really weird to have like Nova Presents like part 2 here. It seems super random to me looking at. And again, light, colorful song. We have this black and white effect. I mean, the effect is cool and all. Make it a little bit more colorful. But I do like that it's white, you know, it's kind of brighter. You know, it gives a better vibe than that other like duller cinematic. Yeah, add some color, you know. You gotta match the theme of the song. And you know, also kind of with the color grading too, like this is like that last one's like this is a little bit too blue on the color grading. I haven't been paying that close attention to color grading on the rest of the clips, but this is like really blue. I would have just added curves to this particular clip, you know, adjusted the levels a little bit, and made it match the song a little bit more. Yeah, like this color grading, like pretty much all over here, it's too blue. Blue is like more of an epic kind of feel. With a lighter song, you want to have like a little bit more color going on, make it feel a little bit more warmer. So having like more red. Okay, and then it just kind of ends really abruptly, which, you know, is fine. You know, if your client pays you for like 2 minutes and you can't really end it off any other way, then sometimes you do that, and I've done that before too. It's like, you know, that's what my client paid for. It's like, well, okay, I'll just like fade it off here. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it's not bad. You know, I have like you know, I'm always going to criticize stuff, you know, relatively harshly on here and point out the flaws and stuff. But you know, there's also a lot it gets right. You know, it had like fairly good syncing. You know, I mean, it was enjoyable to watch. It wasn't like I was ripping my hair out or anything, but you know, pretty solid, pretty solid. Let's go on to Psychosis 4. I love the vibe of this intro. This font is really interesting, but it also matches like the theme of the song. And right off the bat, I like that the blue and the orange really match with the theme of the song too. Yeah, and I just love this color that we have going on. You know, it's not like too bright either. It's still, you know, it does the job. It matches with the song really well. Now, I will say, I probably would have done a lighter version of the color grading on this first clip here. And maybe made it, given it like a black and white tint. You know, made it, you know, on the downside. And then right here, like I like that effect, like on the beat when it's like really gets into the song here. But then if you added in like the rest of the color grading and, you know, got rid of the tint, it would have really given the vibe of like, whoa, you know, this is really live. Now, it is admittedly like really hard to edit with rock, but I feel like there should be more effects going on here. Maybe he's saving them for like later down in the montage. So just wait and see. Ooh, I love this. I love this cinematic. Okay, hold on. Ooh, I love they're changing the depth of field. I love the heavy ammo. Oh my god, that is really good. Now on this cinematic, I probably would have done the part 2 over to the right a little bit and had it like right and here, and then there could be like some cool light rays projecting on it. But yeah, here it's like out of center, and I don't know why he put it here actually. It's kind of weird. Maybe that's the only place that it would track properly. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna say right now, I hate it when people have the primary gun sounds like really low when they sync the primary weapons. It makes it really hard to tell if it's in sync or not. And like, I know some of these like are a little bit weird of a primary sync, but it's really hard for me to tell which one. Like, I synced a pulse rifle in my Destiny 2 community montage, which I did 2 years ago, and I'll post it right now. Ooh, something really... Okay, this was something really cool. I'll sometimes do stuff like this too. Okay, yeah, so if you pay close attention there, that grenade blows up and it actually syncs with one of the beats in the song. That I like. Ooh, and I also really like the cinematic here. Yeah, that was really cool. And just like the Bertage too, some of the sound effects are just really low volume. So my biggest critique with this montage is that the song goes a lot of different directions and it feels like the editing doesn't. So like right here, you know, we got like this screaming going on, you know, it's really hardcore and nothing really changes with the editing or the gameplay really to match that vibe of the song, and that's really important in a montage. It's like some of the clips have good flow with the song, you know, they go like at the pace, at the same pace of the song, like at the same rhythm, and you know, some are synced fairly well, but it doesn't. The video and the audio doesn't feel like it goes together, and that's really important. And it's like I could point out like all the different places and like how that kind of works out, but it's more of like a general thing. And again, like right here, this is a clip wise, this is actually a really good closer. But you can see here on this last shot, it's like we have this like screaming, and it's it fades off, but they could have done like a really cool effect and then faded off, and it would have made a little bit more sense to me. The general vibe with the color grading and everything does make a little bit more sense than it does in the Bertage 2, but I'm actually going to go back and watch Bertage 2 again so that I can really give a solid answer on which one of these I like better. Alright, so I actually went and watched Bertage 2 again, and I watched most of Psychosis again, and I am definitely going to have to give it to Psychosis here. And for the record, this is the best sequence, the best 2 clips out of Psychosis 4 here. That is not an opinion, that is factual. But yeah, you can definitely tell that Psychosis 4 is just more professionally done. Obviously, at least at this point, 2018, 2019, yeah, Harv was just the more experienced editor here. So you can tell this is more professionally done. 2019 though, it's been over a year. I'm interested to see where this Nova guy has what he's made and how far he's come, because I would be interested in seeing more of his work. So you can recommend me to look at that down in the comments below. But yeah, there are some more technical things with Psychosis, just matching it better with the song that I would recommend. But at the end of the day, it does have to go to Psychosis here. Okay, but anyways, thank you guys for watching so much. I really do appreciate it. I didn't think anybody would really care about the series, and then more people than I thought actually watched episode 1, and that made me happy to see. So be sure to let me know what you think, give me your feedback, and I'll see you guys in the next one.